Nothing but good vibes. Quake Champions.
Hello.
Which one of these?
Last time I saw Razy that hesitant in his aggression. I mean, Cypher taught him so many lessons that Razy took. He's someone that definitely has the potential to take it all the way to be a finalist and winner of the event. It's just, we'll see how well he does this event. He's been looking strong in recent weeks. Ginic, unfortunately, at least he's securing QPL, but I can't see him even pulling through this one at all.
There's always the potential that Ginic, when he's playing on form, can kind of squeeze a map in, absolutely, because we have seen
for sure.
that before, even against some fantastic players, Tahang being one, if memory serves. But I'm looking at the champion picks now. The Blood Covenant coming through. It's just pure double jump for Ginic, as you can often see Doomslayer or Nyx kind of have that same utility in that respect. And then it's all movement for Tahang. We have the slash first, and then Corrupted Keep, it's
cooler. I think we're going to see some really close games, but as Dan mentioned earlier, Vanguard, he's a diamond, but still one.
Here's the picks and bans for this series then. Right off the bat, Brian, what is this screaming at you?
So we're starting off with Veil of Nath, and understandably Dewey's going to bring out the keel for that. We see that champion kind of fit that map like a glove. The Blood Run up next does intrigue me, because it's like we talked about, the clash of styles between these two players. Chain is a lot more high octane, and Dewey is probably the slowest paced player that we have in Pro League. Not to say that he's a one-trick pony, we do see him come out of his element a little bit on a map-by-map basis, but
already making a name for himself and bringing some promising results to the table.
Well, as we load into now Veil of Nath, our first map, Dewey's going in with that keel already. I mean, there's really no unusual picks that we see in this first map with the Galena versus keel. Checking out Dewey first. And he gets a pretty decent spawn, all things considered. The rocket in hand already. He's in position to get a little bit of armor and the important Mega. And just like that, he's equipped to fight.
Dewey playing keel, champion we've seen him do quite well on. Definitely has that natural stack advantage over the Galena, but of course he has to be careful about the totems. Chain might be trying to place them in some sneaky parts of the map just to build up that additional overstack healing that makes Galena such a force to be reckoned with. Getting our first engagement instantly, Dewey whiffing both of those rockets, doing a total of 0 damage. He does have the heavy to fall back on, and it looks like Chain will be the one to pick up Mega, but that is a serious delay between the items, and that might open up a super control position for whoever wins the next fight.
Speaking of next fight, there might be a little bit of time before that. I actually quite like that from Dewey, using the grenade to take down the totem rather than rocket, because he knows that rockets can be a bit of a finite resource on a map like this. The amount of them you have to blow through during the fights is kind of insane. Oh, he tries to get the safe entry. Oh, I like that rocket play, actually. Chain's going to go towards where he likely thinks it is. He's going to chase it down, but the important thing is being in position for Mega, and Chain, in the blink of an eye, has swung to it. And there's a massive delay in between the two, so it's not one of those times where Dewey can simply think, you're going to take Mega, well, I'll take Heavy. There's so much time in between that Chain can still totally get both if he wants to. The LG is looking good, but the rail is even better. As now, oh, what a rocket. Wonderful play from Chain.
Yeah, shutting Dewey down. Dewey started backing up, ran into a little bit of poison right there, and I think he was trying to make his way out through the teleporter, but Chain, of course, was a little too fast for that, shutting him down, and now setting up a good rotation. Mega first, Heavy immediately afterwards, but still, look at the stack that Dewey has. Just playing with that natural advantage that you have as a Heavy champion up against Chain's Galena, still going to be difficult to break through, and Chain clearly has to be careful not to try and get caught up in his own momentum of getting a frag. Even if you manage to do so while taking a little bit of damage, you still have to be very mindful of your opponent's starting stack when they're on kill.
Oh, Dewey really forced into a not so good position, and Chain hitting every single shot. Which, if you're in Dewey's position now, he has got the Mega. The danger is that minimal armor. There is a light down there, but that's only going to do so much with Chain hitting the shots he is. Dewey doesn't quite get the second rocket that he was after, and it's going to be a 2-0. There's lots of respect that Chain has to show. He is going to be the immediate plan of shutting down the rocket. I do agree with that decision, because ultimately, if Dewey's fresh off the spawn, then he's only got a starting machine gun. Shut down that rocket launcher immediately and get free damage.
That was such a good and patient play from Chain right there, getting the read perfectly on Dewey, fully knowing that he was just gonna try and come right back around. So he just held this position, finished things off with a rail. This is starting to look a bit dire for Dewey already. Chain is a monster on this map. Great player on Veil. There's a few American players in particular that are so good on this map. Chain and Rafa are two that immediately come to mind. Good rails coming out of Dewey though, but he has to be careful. He is, of course, the larger target of the two, so when you go into these exchanges, you're likely to take a fair bit of a beating yourself, and Chain has a lot of resources waiting on his back, so he can instantly just restock, whereas Dewey is forced to just scrounge for these small items around the map.
The goal right now for Chain is to starve Dewey of anything. Absolutely anything he can. If he keeps those main items towards the center of the map, Mega and the Heavy, then happy days. But what's also happening is that Dewey is being forced to retreat to these smaller, less favorable areas that are a bit more of a choke point. Easier to hit those kind of tight rail angles, because Dewey is rarely in a position where he can dodge or use much cover. He's kind of out in the open going for these items the way he is. And now the tri-bolt from Chain just to pepper out damage without having to overcommit to something else.
Cooler. I think we're going to see some really close games, but as Dan mentioned earlier, Vanguard, he's a...
Here's the picks and bans for this series then. Right.
Be careful not to try and get caught. But here we go. Nice little rocket to finish things off, but just look at two American players in particular that are so good on this map. Chain and Rafa are two that immediately come to mind. Good rails coming out of Dewey though, but he has to be careful. He is, of course, the larger target of the two, so when you go into these exchanges, you're likely to take a fair bit of a beating yourself, and Chain has a lot of resources waiting on his back, so he can instantly just restock, whereas Dewey is forced to just scrounge for these small items around the map.
The goal right now for Chain is to starve Dewey of anything. Absolutely anything he can. Keeps those main items towards the center of the map, Mega and the Heavy, then happy days. But what's also happening is that Dewey is being forced to retreat to these smaller, less favorable areas that are a bit more of a choke point. Easier to hit those kind of tight rail angles, because Dewey is rarely in a position where he can dodge or use much cover. He's kind of out in the open going for these items the way he is. And now the tri-bolt from Chain just to pepper out damage without having to overcommit to something else. And Dewey has to be so careful with that tri-bolt at this stack. He's so weak. Good use of cover, and I do agree with the super shotgun usage. Dewey was fair to assume he was going to die there, so we have to just get as much damage as possible. He has a rail, that's it.
Dewey had absolutely no right to survive as long as he did. He had like 25 HP for so long, but Chain didn't do much to counter it. But here we go. Nice little rocket to finish things off, but just look at the basic stack that Dewey has. He is right on Chain, who has a Mega and a Heavy to his name. Dewey.
Kill the unbelievers. prepare your team. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
My life sustains you.
Lead taken.
Be healed.
Tank. Teams are tied. Lead lost. Incoming quad.
May the power heal you.
Quad spawn. Quad damage. Showstopper.
I will purge you from this world.
Your team has the quad.
Pick up the pace.
Enemy has the quad. Party breaker. Enemy has the quad. Enemy has the quad.
We're falling behind. I have ended your suffering.
Teams are tied. Lead taken. Teams are tied. Lead taken. Teams are tied. Lead taken.
I will. Death is the only release. I will not rob you. We need to regroup.
Incoming protection. Protection spawned. Enemy has the protection. Teams are tied. Lead lost.
Jesus.
Stopwatch.
Rest in pieces.
Jeez, come on. Free shot for you.
mine.
5-minute
Initial.
Watch. Incoming quadrant.
Fucking Christ.
Coming at you.
This is going.
Quad spawned. Enemy has the quad. Enemy has the quad. Party breaker. Revenge.
You hit something?
Death is the only release. I will not
Impressive.
privilege.
Unbelievable.
May the power heal you.
Oh my fucking god.
Showstopper. Incoming protection. Impressive.
My life sustains you.
Protection spawned. Enemy has the protection.
I'm starting to get angry.
Jesus. I'm playing shit.
Enemy team wins.
Jesus fuck.
Vote now.
kill the unbelievers.
Prepare your team. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Death is the only release. I will not grant you that privilege.
Lead taken. First blood. Teams are tied. Teams are tied. Lead taken. Teams are tied. Lead taken.
Be healed in the power of the ancients.
Incoming quad.
This is going to be a problem.
Quad spawned. Your team has the quad.
Power, heal you.
Your team has the quad. Enemy has the quad. Excellent.
You should not have entered this domain.
Time. Stopwatch.
My life is a stage.
Killing spree.
I will purge my enemies from all the world.
Impressive. Incoming protection.
Be healed.
Protection spawned. Enemy has the protection. Your team has the protection.
Don't worry, your friends will soon join you.
Jesus Christ.
Stop wasting my time.
Almost feels like.
Death is the only release. I will not grant
Stopwatch. 5-minute warning. Incoming quad.
Healed in the power of the ancients.
Quad spawned. Your team has the quad.
Catch!
Fall back! My life sustains you.
Stopwatch.
Defense systems initiated.
Do not die yet. Your suffering is finally at an end.
Incoming protection. Protection spawned. Protection.
Jesus.
First. Enemy has the protection. Impressive.
Have an ace! Dregs of all creatures.
You win.
Jesus. I'm gonna try one more time. And if it doesn't work, we'll give it to 5. We'll give it to 5. Hi, how are you? Are you cranking hard?
No, I just got 2 performance assessments done.
Good job. Was that the phone? And that's who you're on the phone with?
Yeah.
Good job. Were they happy with their scores?
Well, yeah, because they were 2, Mandy and Michelle.
Good job.
Easy ones. Tomorrow, hard.
Who's tomorrow?
Where are you?
Cool. Cool. Oh, we got us a ranked. We got us a ranked duel. And this is my last shit for today.
Vote now. Prepare for draft.
Wicked skater.
Your pick.
Wicked skate or Wicked Baiter. Yeah. I played this guy. He told me,
Prepare to fight.
I played him
Round begins in 3,
a couple days ago. He
2,
told me to kill myself.
1. Fight.
He said, your turret is better than you. Mega's gonna be up, and I'm gonna miss it. Yeah, my aim is off today, really bad off.
Aus dem Weg! Nani?
run, run, pussy. This is why I can't fucking be aggressive. Just gotta play like a pussy. Get damage and run away.
Waffe ist bereit.
My life sustains you.
Come on. Not sure why I would do that.
Gerne nach Ziel.
Stopwatch.
Jesus. Fucking standing right in front of him? Stupid of me.
Ich brauche Hilfe. Auf dem Weg.
Five-minute warning. 15 frags left.
Ich habe schon Schlimmeres erlebt.
Yeah, this guy plays like a pussy. Railing high.
Initiate.
Waffe ist bereit. Prost.
Impressive.
Gerne nach Ziel.
No? Okay.
I will not grant you that privilege.
Come on, come on, come on. Come on.
Stopwatch. Lead tied.
Deny this. Then get the heavy.
Heal.
Auf dem Weg.
Lead taken. Lead tied.
Unbelievable bullshit.
Gerne nach Ziel.
Weapons factory. Lead taken. Lead tied.
Waffe ist bereit.
Lost.
Now he's gonna hide, I bet.
10 flags left. You lose.
God, I'm gonna uninstall this game. Oh well, deserved it. Deserved it. Playing like shit. Nah, I don't know what the deal is. Like, it seems like super lucky bullshit rails and rockets I'm a magnet for, but all the stuff that I'm like carefully placing
Vote now.
goes right past him. It's almost like you have to. It's almost like there's a 20% luck
Prepare
factor.
for draft. Your pick.
I might take a 2-week break though. Fuck.
to fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Scanne nach Ziel.
See what I mean?
First blood. Lead taken. Lead tied.
Unbelievable.
Hilfe wäre ganz nett. Auf dem Weg.
Lead taken.
Bring nächstes Mal deine Freunde mit. Die Hilfe kannst du gebrauchen. Ich habe schon Schlimmeres erlebt.
Lead tied.
Stupid. Stupid fucking shit.
Handyman.
Waffe ist bereit.
Okay.
Lead taken.
See what I mean though? Fuck. People just get 2 in a row. And both of those seemed on my screen they were dead on rails.
Lead tied.
Fuck me in the ass.
Frags left. Lead taken.
Aus dem Weg.
Handyman.
Another miss. Another one. Am I fucking going blind or something?
Impressive.
Fuck.
Scanne nach Ziel. Waffe ist bereit.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Impressive.
Waffe ist bereit. Scanne nach Ziel.
Impressive.
Oh, that did damage.
Weapons factory.
Aus dem Weg.
One-minute warning.
Scanne nach Ziel. Diese Blechdosen sind gleich Sternenstaub.
Handyman. You win.
Alright, Nubius. I'm probably gonna... I need to get off here too, but Legacy is dueling. Or was trying to find one. Maybe I play better at night. Like, I'll play in the daytime and just get absolutely murked. And then at night, I don't know, just more relaxed. one of you guys are streaming, I can switch this over. Watch you duel for a bit. Oh. Yes. Legacy, Nubius. You boys ain't streaming. Alright, who's playing? Customs with the community. Give the old raid splitter chick.